So I'll just let this hang out here in this heat for a minute. I am here with this Alva Nonstick Wok. It is cast aluminum and it is ceramic lined. It has 3 layers of ceramic, so hopefully the nonstick coating lasts quite a long time. It supposedly has like a 5-year warranty if you don't, like burn it or scratch it or do whatever. So it should have really excellent nonstick properties. Some good heat resistance, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Our other wok was kind of cheap and quit working, so gonna make some stir fry today. Guess I better take that tag off. So if you hear some cutting in the background, that's just my wife helping me out here. Apparently this sticker is really good on there, so maybe keep that in mind when you go to cook with this thing, that it might take you a minute to get it off. I've got some texture issues, so while we're cooking the rice, we're steaming the vegetables just to get the carrots a little bit softer. I don't like carrots when they're kind of firm or have any resistance. I like them when they're more like with a pot roast. So we've got that in there with some broccoli and some carrots. These 3 sauces I put in everything. Figure while we're warming up, we'll go and walk you through them. Rice wine vinegar, a little low sodium soy sauce. I like to go a little bit low on salt. I'm hypersensitive to the taste of salt, so I can always add more later if I want. And then some toasted sesame oil. With these 3, pretty much any sauce like this will work. We're just using this one today because it was what was right there in the cabinet. Then also a little fresh ground white pepper. I love white pepper on like everything. I will put this on anything that you would pepper, and it just has such a great pop. And always fresh ground, always fresh ground. And a little bit of MSG. I was actually looking at the little thing that came with it, and it actually tells you not to preheat this wok, so we're just gonna jump right into it. Put a splash of peanut oil in here. There we go. Now go ahead and mix this around. Ryan's never good at eyeballing things, and this is the first time I've used this pan, so there we go. That was probably too much, but it'll just be extra flavorful. Look at these lovely little bowls that my wife bought when we got married. We'll go and put the meat in there. A little bit of red onion. There we go. Wash my hands so I don't cross-contaminate. My wife just informed me that no, she did not buy those, that her Uncle Sam bought those for us when we got married. I can never keep track. We have so many of these Asian style bowls, but there you have it. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this sear for a second, and then we'll go ahead and move that around a bit. I love me red onions. I'll eat them raw, I'll eat them cooked. Same thing with green onions. You cannot have enough green onion. Just give it a little stir now that we've let the bottom get a little bit of a sear. I guess I could have let it go a little bit longer. There's just a little brown there, but that's okay. It'll still be plenty flavorful by the time we're done. While I'm waiting for this to cook off, look at these red peppercorns. I've not liked them on anything I've tried. Let me know in the comments if you have anything good to use these red peppercorns on. Because I have all of these, and I'm like, I just not feeling them, but yeah, let me know. My rice is done. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it. We'll let those vegetables keep steaming a little, and we're slowly boiling off that excess moisture. So yeah, next time I'm definitely gonna let this heat up more, even though it says you shouldn't really do that. That's kind of the whole point of a wok, getting it really hot. So yeah, we'll go with tradition next time. I'm getting hungry, and just smelling this, it smells pretty good. We've boiled off some of that extra moisture, so we're gonna go ahead and add our vegetables. We have some peppers, some mini corn, which I've always been fascinated with, but never actually ate until last year and just love. And then some peas. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we'll just hang out for a little bit and let it do its thing. Now, I know some of you are thinking that this isn't a lot of ingredients here. We live on the Navajo reservation. We're in the desert, the high desert. There's a grocery store about 5 minutes away that has kind of a selection of stuff. The next grocery store is about 35 minutes away, then an hour and a half away, and then like a Sam's Club or a big box store or like a big chain is 2.5 hours away. So we're kind of limited on what we do. You know, throwing some green onions in here would be nice. We just don't have any right now. Some extra firm tofu that we'll, press and add in here. I love doing that. Just didn't do that today for expediency. Also, a little bit of mushroom, something like that. Jalapeno. Sometimes we'll throw in some sliced sausage. But this is just it today, just something nice and simple just to test out the wok. Do you guys hear that sizzle? I love that sound. That's one of those sounds like carbonating soda or something, or opening a Coke can or Coke bottle, and you get that nice hiss like MRE Steve says. I don't know, that sizzle is just fun. I don't mind the taste of broccoli, but I don't like the little fuzzy feeling. So my wife's gonna eat that. I'm just gonna get a little bit of flavor. Put these carrots in. Grab the spoon. There we go. It's really sticking today. And then I'll go ahead and mix that in real fast. I'm gonna add my white pepper. Just a hint of MSG, make sure I open the right side there. There we go. And just for the sake of ease, I went ahead and put all of the sauce in one little thing. Get that in there. And turn the heat off. I find if I put it in here at the end, it tastes a little bit better. So let's do this, mix it in real good. If you do it different, let me know. We've only been doing stir fries for, I don't know, about a year now. And now that we don't have a Mongolian place nearby, and this is pretty much what we've got, unless we want to drive about 2.5, 3 hours. But yeah. So I'll just let this hang out here in this heat for a minute and caramelize that sauce a little. And then we're gonna put this in a bowl and I'm gonna chow down on it. I'll show you that. I like to put about that much rice in my bowl. And then let's come in here with the spoon. I just fluff it up a little more because I like it to soak up the sauce. Gotta make sure I get a bunch of these mini corns. Yeah, the only way this would be better is if there was half a jalapeno in here and some extra firm tofu. Just makes it so much better. And see, I like to get a bunch of extra sauce because I want that rice to soak it up. And make sure I leave some of the good stuff for my wife though. She hasn't got hers yet. I'll let her take some, then I'll probably come back and get a little more off camera. But yeah, so yeah, that's been a wok by Alva. A wok by Alva, that's like a wok to remember or something. This is a wok manufactured by the brand Alva. I'm gonna get the rest of this in my bowl and I'm gonna go chow down on this. This looks really great. I will see you guys in the next video.